Hello everyone, and welcome to lesson number 2 of Guitar Busters. This lesson is pretty much just going to be on power chords, bar chords, and what they are and how to use them. Before I actually start the lesson to show you what a power chord and a bar chord is, I'm just going to show you a couple examples of how they're used in popular music today. And if you've been playing guitar for a while, then you probably know some of these uses for the power chord. You know them, you just don't know what they're called. First example is Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple. I'm sure everyone's learned this. That's an example of power chords, because actually that's all power chords. Next example is Black Sabbath. There you go. 2 examples of all power chord songs, and that was Iron Man, by the way, Black Sabbath. That's the band. Okay. To start off, let me show you the fingering of a power chord. We're going to start on the 5th fret, which is the second dot on your guitar, right there. Right, and we're going to put this finger on it, like that, like so. Then we're going to take this finger right here, the next string down, the 5th string. We're going to put it exactly 2 frets away from it, from where the first one is, right there, on the 5th string. Sorry. Then we're going to take our pinky. We're going to put it just under that, same place, but on the 4th string. Now those are 3 notes right there. We're holding down this note, and this note. Now what we do is we put them together and go. Hit those 3 notes and just those 3 notes, and that's basic power chord. That's the formation for the power chord. It doesn't change from that. Now that you know that position like that, you can move it wherever you want. So you can move it up here. So it'll be right here. This is right here, a G power chord. This was an A that we did before. This is a G. Put your finger right there, the other one right there, and the other one right under there. Notice how I told these fingers right here are always going to be 2 frets apart. So 1 fret and 2 fret. That's where they're going to be, right there. So the second fret away from this one, on the other 2 strings. With the E power chord, which comes from the open string E, you're going to put these 2 fingers, right there. See, because the E is at the nut, so you're going to go 2 frets away from the nut. Fret number 1, fret number 2. That's where your fingers go. Fret number 2. That's an E. So you can pretty much go all through the E string doing that. Also, what you can do is go back to that position in the A, right? You can actually play it on the A string as well. Just bring your hand down 1 string. So then this finger is going to be on the 5th fret on the A string, the 5th string. Then these 2 fingers, then this finger right here, this is going to be exactly 2 frets away from it. Okay, on the 7th fret on the 4th string, and the other one's going to be right under it, just like the other one. On the 3rd fret, 7th fret, and then that's a power chord right there. You can move that wherever you want, as long as you know these fingers are exactly 2 frets away from where this one is. Power chord. And same thing with the A. See, it's 2 frets from the nut. A. Now I know what you're wondering. Where do these power chords get their names? Well, they get their name from the root, where this finger is. Right here, if I were to play a power chord off that note, the E on the 5th fret, that'd be an A. Here would be a G. Right here would be an F on the 1st fret, and then on the 2nd fret would be an F sharp, or G flat. Okay. To show you this, I'm going to teach you right now just the basics of music theory. Music theory is based on 7 notes: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Between those notes is what's called half steps. Between them all the notes there's a half step, except for B and C. B and C is just one step between them, and between G and F, or yeah, G and F. Now, to show you this, okay, you're gonna see this paper on MySpace, right? You're gonna see letters right here on each string. See the lines going down is a string, the one's going across a fret, and there's the number of the fret. Okay, like if you notice, the first fret here says it's an F, right? So that means if you play a power chord on that first fret with this finger, right? This one right here that's wiggling, on that first fret, it's an F power chord. Now if you look, you go down to the 8th fret, right there. If you go to the F fret, move the 8 over here, and you just bring it down, 8th fret, it's going to say C right there. So you're going to go down to the 8th fret, right down here, it's right after the 3rd dot, and you're going to play that power chord right there. That's going to be C. Same thing with the A string. If you look at the A string, on the 5th fret, it says D. So that means that if you play the power chord formation on the 5th fret on the A string, right down here, that right there is a D. And if you move it to the 3rd fret, then if you look at the chart, it says C. So it's a C, and it goes like that through the whole neck. Next we're going to learn is bar chords. Bar chords are these. These take up all the strings. An example of this would be pretty much all punk songs, pretty much are just distorted bar chords. And this one you hit all the strings. Now there's like the power chords, you can play them either on the E or the A. To play them on the E, right? First you're going to bar all the strings. You're going to put your hand so all the strings vibrate off the 5th fret, where I'm at right now, right? Where the 2nd dot is. You're going to take this finger, your middle finger, and you're going to put it 3rd string right after the fret right after your finger. And you're going to take these 2 fingers and put them in the same place you would as a power chord for an E power chord. So pretty much the only add-on is this, and you play all the strings. So you play the strings, and this, like the power chord again, is movable. So you can put it up here. And the root note is the same thing. So this would be a G, just like the G power chord. This would be an A, just as the A power chord, and so on. And then the E is just the same thing. Actually, it's one of the chords that we learned earlier. And there you go. And you can if you look at it closely, you can see how they go together. Then how you play it on the A string is like this. First you put this finger here, right? You press down. Actually, if you want, you bar them all, right? And then you take this finger right here, and then you bar from the 4th string down, all the way down. Keeping in mind that barring means that you play all the strings. Actually, one finger, takes control of putting down all the strings. And it's the same thing. Whatever note this finger's on, it's the note of the chord. So right now I'm in D, C, B, and then if you look at the A chord, it's the same thing. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you learned something.